They never taught you the rules. Not in school, not at home, not anywhere. The unspoken social dynamics that control every interaction, every relationship, every career, every status hierarchy. You were expected to figure them out. Most people never do. They spend entire lives confused why certain people succeed socially while they struggle. Why some people command respect effortlessly while others beg for attention. Why identical actions produce different results depending on who performs them. The answer: social dynamics. Invisible rules everyone follows, but nobody teaches. Until now, these dynamics aren't opinions. They're patterns, documented across cultures, consistent across contexts, evolutionary in origin, psychological in mechanism, universal in application. They existed before civilization. They'll exist after. Understanding them doesn't make you manipulative. It makes you aware. Awareness enables navigation. Navigation enables success. Success enables freedom. Drop this if you're ready for truth. I understand social dynamics control everything. Let's begin. Dynamic 1. Status is always relative, never absolute. You're not high status. You're higher status than specific people in specific contexts. Jeff Bezos has high status at Amazon, zero status at Nobel Prize Physics Conference. Your status fluctuates constantly, based on environment, based on audience, based on context. People who understand this calibrate behavior by context. People who don't try maintaining same persona everywhere. Fails every time. The executive who dominates boardroom but fumbles at artist gathering. The athlete commanding locker room but invisible at intellectual salon. The professor respected in academia but dismissed in business. Not because they changed, because context changed. Their status relative to that context changed. Understanding this is liberating. Stop seeking universal high status. Impossible. Start seeking appropriate status in contexts that matter to you. Be high status where it counts. Accept lower status where it doesn't. The billionaire accepting lower status at his kids' parent-teacher conference. The artist accepting lower status in corporate environments. The athlete accepting lower status in academic settings. Not weakness. Intelligence. Choosing your hierarchies consciously. Not seeking validation everywhere. Seeking success where it matters. This is wisdom most spend lifetimes missing. Affirmation: I choose my hierarchies consciously. Dynamic 2. People mirror the energy you project, not the energy you feel. You feel anxious. Project confidence. People respond to confidence. You feel confident. Project uncertainty. People respond to uncertainty. Your internal state is invisible. Your projected state determines responses. This is uncomfortable truth. Means you must manage presentation constantly. Can't just be yourself and expect others to perceive accurately. Your anxious self-consciousness reads as aloofness. Your enthusiastic interest reads as desperation. Your careful consideration reads as indecision. The gap between what you feel and what others perceive is massive. Most people never learn to bridge this gap. Successful people master projected energy. Politicians feeling terrified projecting certainty. CEOs feeling uncertain projecting authority. Performers feeling exhausted projecting enthusiasm. Not dishonesty. Professional competence. Your feelings are your business. Your projection is their experience. They respond to projection, not feelings. Learn this or suffer confusion forever. Why the anxious person gets labeled snobby. Why the interested person gets labeled needy. Why the thoughtful person gets labeled weak. All projecting unintended energy. All surprised by resulting treatment. Affirmation: I manage my projected energy consciously. Dynamic 3. Social capital is real currency you're spending constantly. Every interaction is transaction. You make request, spending social capital. You provide value, earning social capital. You ask favor from someone you've never helped, overdrawing account. Balance goes negative. They avoid you. You help others consistently, building balance. Your requests get honored. Simple economics. Most people don't track this. Make constant withdrawals. Never deposits. Wonder why nobody helps them. Social bankruptcy is real and painful. High social capital people spend years building balances. Help without asking return. Provide value consistently. When they finally need something, accounts full. Requests granted immediately. Low social capital people, constant takers. Every interaction is ask. No value provided. Accounts empty. Requests denied. They call this unfair. It's economics. You can't withdraw from empty account. Start tracking your social transactions. Am I depositing or withdrawing? This week, month, year? With this person, group, community? Negative balance. Stop asking. Start giving. Positive balance. Your requests will land differently. This dynamic is invisible but absolute. Affirmation. I build social capital before spending it. Dynamic 4. Groups have invisible hierarchies that everyone senses immediately. Walk into any group. Within 60 seconds, everyone knows pecking order. Not consciously, instinctively. Who defers to whom? Who interrupts whom? Who gets attention? Who gets ignored? These hierarchies form instantly, based on countless microsignals. Posture, voice tone, eye contact, physical space, conversational patterns. Everyone broadcasting status. Everyone receiving signals. Constantly, unconsciously. You can't opt out. You can only choose your position consciously or accept position assigned unconsciously. Most people accept assigned position. High-status people enter expecting high status. Broadcast appropriate signals. Group confirms expectation. Self-fulfilling. Low-status people enter hoping for acceptance. Broadcast uncertainty. Group confirms low status. Also self-fulfilling. Your expectation largely determines your reception. Not entirely, but significantly. Understand, groups are efficient status sorting machines. Faster than you can think. More accurate than you realize. Fighting assigned status is exhausting. Accepting appropriate status is strategic. Choosing groups where your natural status is high is wisdom. Affirmation. I choose groups where my natural status is high. Dynamic 5. Attention is the most valuable resource you can give or withhold. Everyone wants attention. From someone. The person who controls attention controls dynamic. Parents withholding attention. Children desperate for approval. Bosses withholding attention. Employees anxious for recognition. Romantic partners withholding attention. Other partner pursuing. Attention economics. Supply and demand. Scarce resource. High value. This is why playing hard to get works. Not manipulation. Economics. Abundant attention, low value. Scarce attention, high value. The person giving constant attention, lower status. Person receiving attention, higher status. Always. Most people give attention freely. Wonder why they're not valued. Attention given freely has no price. No value. No respect. Learn to withhold attention strategically. Not cruelty. Economics. Your attention should cost something. Time. Energy. Reciprocity. Something. Free attention trains others your low value. They treat you accordingly. Then you resent them. But you create a dynamic. By giving most valuable resource for nothing. Protect your attention. Make it valuable. Watch how people respond. With more attention. The paradox is real. Give less, receive more. Affirmation. I protect my attention carefully. Dynamic 6. Vulnerability is strength only after establishing competence. People confuse this constantly. Share vulnerability too early, seen as weak. Share vulnerability after demonstrating strength, seen as authentic. Timing is everything. The successful entrepreneur sharing early struggles, inspiring. The struggling entrepreneur sharing current struggles, concerning. Same story, different timing, different reception. Society rewards vulnerability from position of strength, punishes vulnerability from position of weakness. Unfair? Perhaps. Real? Absolutely. Build competence first. Establish expertise. Demonstrate capability. Then share struggles. Now vulnerability reads as humility, as authenticity, as relatability. Before competence. Reads as excuse, as inability, as warning sign. This is harsh truth. But better harsh truth than comfortable delusion. So many people wonder why their authenticity backfires. Because they're authentic before they're competent. Earn the right to be vulnerable through demonstrated strength. Then vulnerability becomes asset. Before, liability. Social dynamics don't care about fairness. They care about patterns. Follow patterns or suffer confusion. Affirmation. I establish competence before showing vulnerability. Dynamic 7. People judge you by your associations more than your actions. You are average of 5 people closest to you. Not metaphor. Literal truth. People assess you by your company. Constantly. Unconsciously. You hang with successful people, assumed successful. You hang with losers, assumed loser. Your actual competence is secondary. Your associations are primary. This seems unfair. It's efficient. Assessing individual competence is time-consuming. Assessing associations is instant, heuristic, shortcut, usually accurate. You choose associations. Associations reflect values, reflect standards, reflect judgment. Show me your friends. I'll tell you your future. Most people never consider this. Choose friends by comfort, by proximity, by history, not by trajectory, not by standards, not by direction. Then wonder why they're not progressing. Your associations are either pulling you up or dragging you down. Rarely neutral. Evaluate honestly. These people raising your standards or lowering them, expanding your thinking or limiting it, challenging you or coddling you. Difficult questions. Necessary questions. Your network is your net worth. Literally, financially, socially, intellectually. Choose associations like you choose investments, because they are investments in your future self. Affirmation. I choose associations by trajectory, not comfort. You've learned 7 social dynamics that control everything. Status is relative. Energy is projected. Social capital is real currency. Hierarchies form instantly. Attention is most valuable. Vulnerability requires competence first. Associations determine perception. None of these are taught. All of them are real. All of them are operating. Always. In every interaction, every relationship, every group, every context, without your awareness, without your consent, whether you understand them or not. Most people live entire lives confused by these dynamics. Wonder why same actions produce different results. Why some people succeed effortlessly. Why they struggle constantly. The answer is always dynamics. Unspoken rules. Invisible patterns. You can't change them. You can only understand them. Understanding enables navigation. Navigation enables success. Success enables choice. Choice enables freedom. These dynamics aren't manipulation tools. They're navigation tools. You'll encounter people using them manipulatively. Sociopaths, dark triad personalities, exploiters. But dynamics themselves are neutral. Like knowing physics. You can build bridges or weapons. Knowledge is neutral. Application determines morality. Use these dynamics ethically. Navigate social worlds successfully. Build genuine relationships. Earn real respect. Achieve authentic success. Without confusion. Without wondering. Without struggle. The alternative, lifetime of social confusion. Repeating same mistakes. Getting same results. Wondering why. The unaware life. The confused life. The struggling life. You now have choice. Awareness or ignorance. Navigation or confusion. Success or struggle. Choose awareness. Choose navigation. Choose success. Think deeper. Feel less. Know more. This is the hidden mindset.